Let's assume John is retiring at 65. He's always worked full-time, been in the scheme for 20 years, and his final year's pensionable pay is £15,000. 20/60ths of £15,000 gives him an annual pension of £5,000. If he decides to give up £1,000 of his annual pension for some tax-free cash, his pension would be reduced to £4,000, and he would receive a tax-free lump sum of £12,000. If you work part-time, the full-time pay is still used in the calculation of your pension, but your membership is reduced to reflect the hours you work. Let's look at John again, and instead of working full-time, let's assume he's always worked half-time. This time, his pension is 10/60ths of £15,000. That's because his 20 years membership is adjusted for half-time working, giving him a pension of £2,500. If he decides to take a tax-free lump sum by giving up £500 of his annual pension, then his pension would be reduced to £2,000 and his lump sum would be £6,000, 12 times the amount of pension given up. Regardless of the hours you work, your pension will always be based on your full-time pay at retirement. So even if you decide to change your working hours, your benefits built up before the change won't be affected. It's important to note that to receive a pension, you must have been in the scheme for at least 3 months or have transferred in other pension rights.
So when can you expect to receive your pension? Well, the LGPS is flexible enough to accommodate many situations. Normally, your pension will be paid at age 65, but if you carry on working beyond 65, you can stay in the scheme. However, you must draw your pension by age 75. If you remain in the scheme after 65, your benefits will be increased. You can even retire early.
You can choose to retire from age 60, or, if your employer agrees, from as early as 55, although your benefits would normally be reduced to account for them being paid for longer. How much they are reduced by depends on how early you retire. The closer you are to 65, the less the reduction. You can even take flexible retirement. From age 55, if you reduce your hours or move to a less senior position and your employer agrees, you can draw some or all of your benefits, helping you ease into your retirement. You can still draw your pay on the reduced hours or grade and even continue paying into the scheme, building up further benefits. If you take flexible retirement before 65, your benefits will normally be reduced as they are being paid early.
It's comforting to know that your pension scheme covers you for other eventualities.
If you're made redundant or your employer retires you in the interests of business efficiency and you're 55 or over, your benefits are paid straight away and are not reduced for early payment. Also, if you have to leave work at any age due to permanent ill health, the scheme provides a tiered ill health retirement package. This could give you increased benefits paid straight away if you are unlikely to be capable of gainful employment within a reasonable time after you leave.
Making sure your loved ones are taken care of financially in the event of your death is obviously a very important issue when it comes to choosing the right pension for you. So let's take a look at how the LGPS provides a financial safety net in the event of your death.
If you die in service, the scheme pays a lump sum of 3 years' pay. If you're part-time, it is 3 times your actual part-time pay. Let's look at someone who dies in service with a final year's pensionable pay of £20,000. 3 times £20,000 would give a death grant of £60,000. You can say who you would like any death grant paid to by completing a form available from your pension fund. It's important to keep this form up to date, but, whilst taking your wishes into account, your pension fund will make the final decision on who the death grant is paid to. On your death, there's also a pension for your husband, wife, civil partner or nominated cohabiting partner. This pension increases every year in line with the cost of living and is payable for the rest of their life. A civil partner is a same-sex partner where you have registered as civil partners. And a nominated cohabiting partner is a same or opposite sex partner you have nominated where your relationship meets certain conditions laid down by the scheme. And there are children's pensions for eligible children. These also increase every year in line with the cost of living.
If you leave before retirement, as long as you have 3 months membership or you've transferred in other pension rights, you'll have built up valuable LGPS benefits for your retirement. So what happens to them?
On leaving before retirement, you can choose to keep your benefits in the scheme until they are due to be paid. These are known as deferred benefits. They increase every year in line with the cost of living and are normally paid at 65. Alternatively, before then, you may be able to transfer your deferred benefits to another pension arrangement. If you leave with deferred benefits, remember to keep in touch. If you move address, let your pension fund know.
So now you know about the great benefits available to you as a local government pension scheme member. If you want to join, you need to have a contract of employment for at least 3 months and be under 75. If you are eligible, you will automatically be brought into the scheme, although if you work for certain employers, you may need to apply. So if you want to invest in your future, don't pass up this opportunity to be a member of this valuable and rewarding pension scheme. Check your payslip to make sure contributions are being collected. Remember, it's never too early to plan for your retirement, and if you put off making a decision, it may be difficult to catch up later.
For more detailed information on how you can benefit from the local government pension scheme, contact your pension fund or visit the national website at www.lgps.org.uk.